thank everybody for being here. I know you guys, our guys, probably all got up pretty early to be here on time for this, and we appreciate it. I'm calling this Phase 2 to the Step Into Reading program. Program initiated by New Mexico Parent-Teacher Association. And I wanted to also include that DPS is proud to be a part of this endeavor. It's actually a really cool community outreach thing to the schools around the state. Well, what I'm going to do is introduce the president of the New Mexico Parent-Teacher Association, let her kind of go over what I'm calling Phase 1, what started this whole endeavor, what started it. So after that, then I'll talk again about how DPS became involved and what our role in it is. So right now I'll introduce Kim Kirshen, and I'll spell that for you. It's K-I-M, and then Kirshen is K-E-R-S-C-H-E-N.
Hi. I started this program when I became president of New Mexico PTA. Typically, a president has a platform or a goal for their presidency. As an educator, I always saw that reading was always a necessary thing for every subject in school. So I felt like if a child has difficulty with reading, that affects everything that they're going to do in school. So summer reading is always something that children have a hard time really fitting in. And so our hope is that these books will allow them to have a new book, get them excited about reading for the summer so that they don't lose vital skills or grade levels of reading over the summer. So we've spent the whole year collecting books throughout the state. Different schools have done it, churches have done it, friends, family have done it, and we've collected over 7,000 books. They will go to over 35 schools here in New Mexico, mostly rural areas. Along with that, we coordinated with the Public Education Department, and we put together a pamphlet that will go with each book according to grade level, that will give parents ideas of other books the children should be reading, as well as ways they can encourage their children to read and how to make sure their children are understanding what they're reading. So each book will have one of those pamphlets in it that will go home with the parents.
Thanks, Kim. And our role as DPS, DPS, the Department of Public Safety, meaning New Mexico State Police, Special Investigations Division, as well as Motor Transportation Division Police. We were approached by the PTA, Mrs. Kirshen, several months ago to assist with this. For them, the logistical aspect of getting these books out statewide was a significant problem for them. So they approached us, and we, after getting permission from the Chief of the State Police, we agreed to help out with this, because as we all know, DPS officers and special agents are familiar with all corners of the state to our routine duties. And so that's our role, is to get these books out to the kids in these rural areas that need these books the most. And that's how we are assisting this. It's a great opportunity for DPS to get out in these communities and interact with the community, as well as school-age children, get us out to the schools. That's pretty much all we have. I just want to thank again you guys for being here, and all the officers and the special agents that came out to take these books back.
Questions?
Yeah, what's brought this on? What's reading so important for the kids? Can you actually want to talk about that a little bit?
Okay, so as we all know, or should know, that New Mexico has been very low in the rankings of education throughout the years, and one of the things is the reading. Children, when they during the summer, typically they will lose a grade level or two if they're not reading during the summer. And that, again, as I said earlier, affects everything that they do in school. Reading is vitally important. It affects their math, it affects everything they do. Instructions for every assignment that they have. If they can't read it, they can't do it. So we felt like this was the best way for us to affect education across the board, and allowing the kids, especially in the rural areas, as Sergeant Brown said, they don't have a library they can run down to, they don't have a Target they can run down to get a book, and those types of things. This allows them a book to read, and then hopefully they'll trade with their friends during the summer and continue to read other books throughout the summer, keep those reading skills up and strong, so when they come back next year, they're reading where they were, or maybe even above where they were when they left school.